parlavi di come gli studenti possano beneficiare dall'incontro di diverse conoscenze. Nella Silicon Valley si dice che innovation is found at the intersections. Come CEO di CTA, quali sono le intersezioni che ti eccitano di più? Quali sono queste intersection che vorresti trovare e mettere nei tuoi CES?
That's a great thought. The intersections we're seeing are solving the world's biggest problems, honestly, and we're seeing it at CES. The problem of healthcare is no one in the world should really be suffering unnecessarily. So technology is the solution. Obviously, doctors are learning more and more, but the truth in medicine is that the information is really not shared of the results of different treatments. And increasingly, technology will solve that. By just, frankly, there's a company in Silicon Valley. I helped the man from get his visa, and he collects all the information from hospital equipment on what the patient's problem is, how it was treated, and what the result was. So they're seeing all these things very quickly in one area, and they're expanding into other areas. At the CES, you're going to see something on focused ultrasound, which is actually, right now, if you have cancer and a tumor in your head or a tremor, the only treatment is chemotherapy or radio or some pretty invasive surgery. This actually sends various audio waves of very different parts, and they all converge on the tumor, and it kills it. You're in and out of the office in 2 hours, and you have no side effects. You'll see that at CES. So the healthcare area is just, I mean, I could go on and spend half an hour talking about healthcare because there's so much coming in technology, from ingestibles to measurements to just like this. Do you really think I'm standing up and walking back in the stage because I'm being thoughtful? I had to get steps on my Fitbit. I have 11,500. So these healthcare products are big at CES, and there's more and more coming every year. It's one of the fastest growing areas. Another area I mentioned earlier, self-driving cars. I mean, that's exciting. Who here hasn't been touched by a loss of a friend or a loved one from a car accident? 1 million people die every year. That could end. And that's big. And not only that, it empowers older people, empowers disabled people. You have self-driving cars. That is absolutely huge, and you see a lot of that already at CES. Another area is obviously food, clean water, crop production. We see a lot of products at CES which are drones, for example. We have a whole drone thing, so you could, and we saw these drones being extensively used in the United States these last 2 weeks with our 2 hurricanes. Amazing we're learning now the use of drones. But with food production, you could see how crops are doing. You could get information. You could see how the soil is doing with sensors for humidity. And we're seeing those products shown. So the intersections that we're seeing are take the major world problems. Another one, terrorism. Terrorism is a big deal. And now we use a massive approach where everyone's caught up in this. 99.99999% of the people are not terrorists. Well, how do you identify the terrorists? Well, technology can do that. You could ask people some basic questions, and you could see the micro cues on their face, and they could be analyzed with technology. You could analyze their voice. You could use facial recognition. You could use predictive analytics. You could use artificial intelligence.